Hey everyone, welcome to the video. I'm North Central. We are among the tombstones. We're at the Bowen Cemetery on location while me and my family camp at State Park Beach Fork in West Virginia. This cemetery is maybe less than a quarter mile away from the campsite that we're at inside the state park. Now I've been here once before and a few years back, and I will leave a link to that video as well if you'd like to see it. I just kind of walked around and gave a review of this. Today we're actively seeking some U.S. military veteran upright headstones. There's two right here behind me. There's also a couple of deer back there that my companion Lilo that I'm walking this morning is whining about. She wants to go try and make friends. And but we're going to walk around here a little bit, see if we can't find any more of these upright headstones. And I thought that I would bring you guys along with us. All right, so this is Dolliver Ailiff, West Virginia, Private U.S. Army, November 6th, 1940. And his site looks pretty good. We're going to go ahead and treat it with wet and forget, just so we can say we treated it. But it's nice and white, fairly. It does have a little bit of growth on it. And right over here. Okay, Lilo. I'm walking you, remember? And this one is rather sunken in. I don't know if the camera, you can see it real well, but it's sunken in pretty good. This is Leroy Ailiff, Indiana Private 447 AAF Air Base Squadron, February 9th, 1912, May 19th, 1915. So that's two. We're gonna see if we can't find any more here. Come on, girl. So a lot of this cemetery was actually done whenever they flooded the lake. This has Beach Fork's a fairly large lake here in West Virginia. It's been here for many, many years, but it is man-made. And when they flooded that, they took a lot of the graves in the flood area, or they took all the graves in the flood area, and exhumed the bodies and then reinterred them in this cemetery. Here's another military marker here. It's definitely seen better days. Corbett Perry, West Virginia, Private 63rd Infantry, World War II, December 3rd, 1921, July 7th, 1944. So that's another one we're going to have to treat. See if we can't see any more. Richard A. Akers, Sr., AC-3, U.S. Air Force, August 5th, 1938, September 29th, 1997. There's another one. Actually, there's two more right up here. I believe when I was here the last time, I said that there was quite a bit of veterans that were here, and I was just really looking at the flat stones and bronze plates at the time. There's quite a few of them up here. John Edmund Minster, Private Second Class, U.S. Army, Korea, February 11th, 1929, December 24th, 2005. Roger Dale Leap, SP4, U.S. Army, Vietnam, September 24th, 1948, April 7th, 2007, Purple Heart. Took a bullet for somebody else's freedom. Okay. What do you think, Lilo? You want to continue on here? Okay, let's go. Yeah, absolutely. Here's definitely one tucked back up here and underneath these trees. Binge Ray, Company G, 5th West Virginia Infantry, Civil War. Yes, sir. Thank you for your service, sir. Quite a few, quite a few. So we are going to have our work cut out for us. So here's one. Charles A. Dick, West Virginia, OLM Sergeant. I think that's what that says. 117 Company Coast Artillery, January 26th, 1940. Got another one up here, right up there. We'll get to it on the way back. Got Douglas Arno Warden, SP4 U.S. Army, October 22nd, 1934, May 3rd, 2012. That's 10. Then right down here is at least a couple more. There might be a couple over there. I don't see any. So here's one of those bronze plaques. Samuel Watts, PFC, U.S. Army, World War II, April 7th, 1917, June 16th, 2007. And right beside him, John Perry, PFC, U.S. Army, World War II, 1926 to 2006, Company E, 242nd Infantry. And there is both of their personal headstones. John L. Keeler, Lieutenant, Company A, 34 Battalion, Virginia Cavalry. 1837, 1864. I'm not sure I understand this one. This is Civil War. You can see the shield, right? Company A, 34 Battalion, Virginia Cavalry. I'll have to look that up, but I believe that should be a Confederate stone. I don't know. We'll see. Okay. So Lilo and I are coming up in the older section of the cemetery. A lot of these stones are just stones, or field stones. Just the older section of the cemetery. But let's see what we can find in there. Oh, I got a stone right here. It's a flat stone, but I'm going to read it. All right. Clarence L. Huff, West Virginia, Private 36th Company, 154 Depot Brigade, World War I, 1892, 1956. Right here. Stephen Bundy, West Virginia, Sergeant, 511 Engineers, World War I, September 29th, 1892, June 10th, 1933. Come on, baby. Oh, look at this pretty stone. This one has definitely been cleaned. Herman H. Bradshaw, West Virginia, Corporal 301, Water Tank Train, World War I, 1896 to 1970. And right beside him is W.M.T. Bradshaw, Company 1, 9 West Virginia Infantry. Civil War. So here's an interesting one. It's just behind those two right there. It's just right here. F.M. Bundy, April 28th, 1891, October 1908, I think. But that's a homemade one. And right beside this Bradshaw upright stone, guys, it's a field stone. So they did that back in the day. You know, not everybody could afford a headstone. So field stones sometimes were what they got. All right, guys, that's going to conclude mine and Lilo's walk, at least here for the morning. I will be back sometime today, and we will get video of me putting wet and forget on every single upright stone here. All right, guys, so it is later in the day. We are back here at the Bowen Cemetery, and we're going to start over here behind me in the older section. We got a couple over here, we got a couple over there, we got a couple over there, we got more than a couple up that way. So I've got my wet and forget. I made it a point to bring it on this trip because I knew that I was going to have or come into this cemetery and find some upright stones. So let's get started. I'll see you guys over here.
Corbett Perry, West Virginia.
All right, guys, so I didn't see this one before. This is Lemuelmattoh Hatton, Lemuel Hatton, Company B, 5th West Virginia Infantry. This is an original headstone from that era. You can see it's definitely not as wide as the others, and it's definitely sunken in a little bit here. But yeah, that's an original beauty right there. That's kind of cool. All right, guys, so that's it. That's how much wet and forget I used out of the gallon. Probably about a little more than half. But that was 14, 15 stones. I don't know, I lost count somewhere along the way. But every upright headstone that I can find in this cemetery, and I have been all over this cemetery, has been hit. And even a couple of the flat stones. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed that. If you're still here, I thank you so very much. You being here and watching the videos all the way through really, really helps the channel. Liking, those of you that make comments on them, that really goes a long way as well. All my videos are, of course, monetized. And what that means is a little bit of money that I get from Google every 2, 3, 4 months can go right back into getting supplies like this, to even when I go on vacation camping down at Beach Fork in West Virginia, which is about 3.5 to 4 hours away from my home. I can come to a local cemetery like this and keep doing what I'm doing. Thanks for everything that you guys do. And until the next one, guys, I'll see you.